So all of a sudden, it's going around the internet for the 10th time that Tobey Maguire is going to appear in Avengers Doomsday. And it's not Tom Holland Spider-Man, although Spider-Man Tom Holland may have a cameo right at the end of the movie. So what is interesting about the insiders and the scoop game is they do recycle the same information on repeat. So, do you remember when we got the Adobe Photoshop images of Tobey Maguire, of RDJ, of Gambit, where they all had a mark on one of their eyes, and people were like, this is real because it passed an AI detector. Yeah, because it's not AI, it's Adobe Photoshop. And people are like, yeah. And then some people ran a Photoshop detector. Blows my mind how many fake images go around, and y'all lads now seem to think that the images of Tobey Maguire were real because Entertainment Insider Daniela RPK has said for like the 50th time that Tobey Maguire will appear in this movie. So the details are very interesting. This all came about because Tobey Maguire was in London for a Leonardo DiCaprio movie that flopped, basically, and he was seen at a premiere, and everyone thought, oh my God, he's in London. They're filming. They're filming Spider-Man, and they're also filming Doomsday. So he's got to be in one of them. So there's so many misleading, contradiction information going around. He will apparently have a similar role to No Way Home with some huge ass fight and epic moments, especially with Robert Downey Jr. Dr. Doom. And then we've got information saying that he's actually going to die in the movie. And then we've got the biggest I've seen TikTok videos about this all over the place. And it's not new information. So why does she keep feeling the need? And to be fair, Daniela's not the only one. Why do they all keep feeding the need to keep reporting the same information on repeat? There's no new context, and you'll see this information absolutely everywhere of Tobey Maguire is now back in the movie, although he was never out of the movie. Apparently, it was supposed to be Tom Holland to start off with, but now the Spider-Man Brand New Day is basically a multiversal movie, and he's going to get stuck on another universe. Apparently, that's the reason why he's not going to be in it. And then all the Spider-Men are going to meet back up in Secret Wars. The three Spider-Man, Andrew, Tobey, Tom Holland, are all going to reunite in Secret Wars, which is a very interesting story. So, yo, what is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers Doomsday and mainly Marvel. So, if you're new around here, what the frickin' hell are you doing, lads? Make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, months, pop culture-based content that I deliver on a daily basis. Subscribe to the channel. We are growing at a faster rate than I've grown in a very long time. So, fresh report, Tobey Maguire in the movie. But what's interesting about Daniela is doesn't actually give context. So the context is will reportedly return as Spider-Man in Doomsday. And that is your story. You're going to see this going everywhere over the next 24 hours to 48 hours. With some people saying breaking news. It's not really breaking news. A rumor that's been going around for a year. So, Tobey, what is the context? So the context is that Tobey Maguire is going to be part of Loki's team, Loki's multiversal team that is going to be trying to stop Doctor Doom's team or Doctor Doom from essentially getting everything he needs in order to get to Loki, and obviously getting the powers of Franklin Richards, the power of Sentry, and the powers of Loki. Now, you've obviously also seen a fake promo going around of Doctor Doom interacting with Tobey. There's a lot of fake AI and Photoshop. I don't really think Photoshop's fake. You've actually got to put some work in where AI will literally just draw it for you. So there's so much fake stuff going around at the moment. There's literally green screen of Tobey Maguire on set with Chris Evans and on set with RDJ. And it's so easy to pick it out. Yes, I get it. John Campea did drop during the No Way Home era, and I was due. He did drop a real image of Tobey and Andrew. But ever since then, people don't really question things because they honestly think everything is real. Photoshop, it has got to the point where people actually start to believe it. But what is actually interesting is whatever Tobey Maguire is doing in this movie, it's not really going to be that major, but it's because Tobey Maguire is Tobey Maguire. So Tobey Maguire returned as Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday. And it's just what the multiverse needs. And my worry having all these older actors in is it rage bait? Is it let's do it for the influencers so they can make viral videos? In a sense, because TikTok is part of global marketing, let's face it. So is it a cameo central? Is it like Deadpool and Wolverine, where Deadpool and Wolverine did good? Sure, bro, from a financial point of view, it did well over $1 billion. But was it very good? Ish. It was good from a narrative standpoint. Like, we had the likes of Henry Cavill, Wolverine, appearing and even making a joke about him at Warner Bros. So are all these extra cameos... I mean, a cameo role, technically, if you've got a role that adds to the main narrative, technically, it's not a cameo. But realistically, most of these roles will be cameos. So Toby's supposed to be part of a Loki's team that was set on the multiverse to essentially stop RDJ. But we know RDJ is actually going to get his own way. We really do. But these Tobey Maguire stuff, it's not new. There's been rumors. Spider-Man is confirmed. Tobey Maguire to be in Doomsday. It's unclear. I mean, there's people saying he's got a big role. Some people saying he hasn't got a big role. But I don't think they're going to confirm Tobey being in the movie. Although from a marketing standpoint, that would be absolutely freaking insane, lads. Because this movie has to do well. Like, this is not just a small thing. This movie has to do well. I would go as far as to say the future of the Marvel cinematic universe realistically doesn't lie on Spider-Man Brand New Day. It realistically lies on Doomsday hitting, because as you know now, the Russos allegedly are going to be involved in the next phase in the mutant saga, which is good from a cohesive, coherent point of view. Because if the Russos finish the last two Avengers movies, being Doomsday and Secret Wars, cohesively, and its coherent storyline, it does well, just keep them on board to help Feige cook with the mutant plan. And it looks like Doctor Strange 3 is going to be or Black Panther 3 is going to be the first movie in the next saga, because it's not really, we know Spider-Man Brand New Day we do well. We know Doomsday we do well. We know Secret Wars we do well. It's like, but what can do well outside of Avengers and Spider-Man movies going forward? So keeping the Russos around, it's never a bad thing, but the Russos only have a good track record in the MCU. The Russos don't really have a track record outside of the MCU. Because if you look at their Netflix movies, the Apple movie they did with Tom Holland, they don't really do well outside of the MCU. So obviously, again, there's always rumors. I mean, Alex Perez has put sync out on the Cosmic Circus, and it's worth saying the Cosmic Circus, lads have blocked me. Cute. Why do people block me? Hey, if you block me, let me know. So there's a Q&A on here. Kang and the Multiverse is a question. Doom will basically take the spot of Kang the Conqueror's motivations from Quantumania and manifest them. So he'll be pissed about people messing with timelines and causing incursion. I mean, if they really are just swapping out Kang for Doom, I mean, they've got Michael Waldron back. They should be cooking. So in this article, they talk about the X-Men. They talk about the mutants. Interesting. So they also talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. But what is interesting about Brand New Day is still no one can really commit to where that storyline's going. And still, Alex Perez can't commit to who Sadie Sink's playing. Is Sadie Sink playing Shathra? I refuse to comment. No scooper has the balls to say it in front of y'alls and get on the mic and spit it. No so-called alleged entertainment insider will literally just come out and say the answer. Who is Sadie Sink playing? Because they got track records. They don't want to get stuff wrong. So we may go over what Alex Perez says in a different video, because this is more to do with Spider-Man Brand New Day and the Mutant Saga. This is more about Doomsday. Isn't really much, but yeah, the narrative is that Doom is replacing Kang, which we knew, but is he directly replacing Kang in the sense from a narrative standpoint? I really hope. I did see the boy Geeky Cast talking about this on Twitter. I really hope, lads, that is not how they're going about it, because the Russos said, RDJ said, they only came back because there was a pretty cool storyline and they found a way to do it. If this is the case, then it does seem like Doomsday is a cash grab with RDJ. which is bad. If they're replacing Kang for Doom, it is literally a cash grab. And narratively, even with He Who Remains, when obviously Loki's set free will everywhere, if it is just replacing what they had lined up for Kang with Doom, then I don't know if this movie's going to do that well. But I wanted to do a video about Tobey, wanted to talk about the whole Doom is replacing Kang, and I wanted to talk about whatever else I spoke about in this video. Remember, I freestyle videos. I don't necessarily script stuff. But like always, guys, check out on Instagram at Warstu. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuJ. And I will catch you in another video very soon, lads. Catch ya later. Okay, bye.